Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know you thought this was about milling, but no, it's not. I just wanted to let all of you know that watch my previous videos that my miller is working just fine. I'm still trying to get those recipes worked out, but everything's going pretty good. And when I get those recipes together, I will be showing them, sharing them with you. But that's not what I really want to talk about today. You know, the garden season is over, and but there's one garden that you still should be taking care of, and that is our gut microbes. I look at that, our gut is like a garden, and we need to nourish that garden as we nourish the ones that we grow outside. And because we have a lot of little microorganisms in there that are basically running our body, and when those things are off, it just messes with everything. It opens the door for all kinds of diseases, and I don't know that people are really thinking about that when they make their purchases of what they're eating, because what you put on your garden is very important. As we don't want to put chemicals on our garden outside, we should not be ingesting different chemicals when we eat our food. We need to be more aware of it, because there's so many things that destroy the good bacteria in our gut. And when the good bacteria dies out, that lets the bad bacteria grow, and it just wreaks havoc on our whole digestive system. I just wanted to cover a few things that affect our gut, and that is water that we drink. We should be very careful about what water we drink. You know, when you're drinking city water, everybody knows chlorine and fluoride is bad for you. But they're also finding other things in our water these days. And also, I mean, I cringe when I go to the store and look at people buying all of this water in plastic. And when there are national disasters, they take people water in plastics. Now, in that situation, I feel like you should use plastic, but why not take a 5-gallon jug instead of all those small ones? You know, and have a place where they can be recycled, because you can't recycle plastic into other things, because it never, it'll be here when we are long gone. So we need to start being more aware of the plastics that we're using, because if you did not purchase the things in plastic and want things in glass that can be recycled and cleaned, and there would be a demand. When I was growing up, you very seldom seen anything in plastic. Now it has totally reversed. You can hardly find anything in glass, because I was always told tomatoes, always buy them in glass, don't get the cans because the cans leach. Now we're putting them all in plastic, and the acid, it made me wonder, now I could be wrong, but it made me wonder, is this making more of the plastic leach into when you have acidy foods? Also, they're putting all of these acids for preservatives in our food, which is affecting our gut. It's killing off our good bacteria. So these are things, that some of the things that you should be thinking about when you're eating. And please take cloth bags to the store and stop getting all those plastic bags. When I go for my walk, I see plastic bags, plastic bottles all over. We didn't see that when we were growing up because it wasn't there, you know. So these are some of the things that I think people need to think about. People buy a lot of processed food. They eat out a lot. A lot of that food don't have fiber, and the fiber feeds the microbes, the good bacteria in our gut. And we don't eat near the amount of fiber that we should be eating. Now, in the things that I was studying, I seen that 80 to 70% of the microbes in our gut affects our immune system. And the way things are going these days, it is so important for us to keep our immune system up. So that means feeding that garden, feeding them that fiber that they want to eat. And believe it or not, different bacteria eat different fiber. And where do we get that fiber from? Fruits and vegetables. I was in shock when the lockdown came and how people were complaining that they couldn't go out to restaurants. I did not realize that so many people did not cook. I mean, in order to know what's in your food, you almost have to cook. I mean, the ingredients that you buy, you should be buying organic as much as possible. You know, and I always look at, you know, when I'm getting, so the more I eat organic, the less other things that I can eat, because I feel like it's just putting a little poison in, because I'm already getting some in the organic. I know that it is impossible to have no chemicals in your food, because if you have an organic farmer and a non-organic farmer, the wind is going to blow those chemicals over to that organic farm. So I know there's some in there. We have the chemicals in our water. It's in the rain. So when even our gardens that we're growing, when it rains and in that rainwater, I am quite sure that there are some chemicals in that water. But all you can do is the best that you can do. But when we start demanding better, we will get better. Because one of the major chemicals that they are using are glyphosates. And glyphosates have been found in mother's breast milk. It's like they spray the things on all the crops, and wheat and I'm not sure whether corn, but I know wheat. Before the wheat is harvested, they will spray glyphosates on the wheat so it will dry out faster. So I feel like when you're buying bread out there or anything with wheat, pastas and everything, please buy organic. Hopefully you will get less chemicals in that, because when they spray all of these chemicals, it's impossible to wash all of that stuff off. And the chemicals are in the soil. So the food that we are buying, it's not nutritionally dense. It's like they have destroyed the soil. So there's not as many nutrients as there was in the food when I was growing up. So this is why I feel like it's important to have my garden. You make compost to keep that soil, you know, the nutrients up in the soil, worm castings, and all of those things are to keep your garden healthy, so you will get healthy food when you harvest. There was a study out that said they can look at your gut bacteria and they can tell the outcome when you're going to get a virus or not. We all know that people get viruses, and some get better and some get worse. Some will not get as sick. Some, I believe, can get a virus and not even show any symptoms at all. But you have others that really get bad. So it make you wonder. And when I heard that study, I said, that's really something. That it goes to show how important it is to get your gut bacteria where it should be. Okay, as I said before, I feel like everyone should do their research, and it's really not that much. You can pick up your phone and ask your phone about different things, and you can get it real soon. Now, if you want to go into more detail, you can go and find the different studies. They have a lot of studies out on these things that all you have to do is get on the internet and you could find them. If you don't like looking at the studies and like you don't like reading, I mean, it's not that I don't like reading. I don't read as much as I used to because of my eyes. I'm having a lot of problems with my eyes. So as you get old, these things happen. So go look at some videos on YouTube. There's a lot of good information, as bad. But I try to stick with some of the doctors, and I listen to different ones. And then I evaluate what I think is right for me. Well, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to end it here. And please leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking and what do you do to improve your gut flora. So that's about it. This is Lady P. Peace and love. I'm out.